You always act so happy and pleased with yourself.
I am happy and pleased with myself when I do.
It's really not that big of a deal. It's really not something you should be proud of.
I think it's a big deal. All right.
Clicking buttons at the same time. I don't think it's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Can we let's go to Kyle's Click so I can turn my fucking air conditioner on sometime soon.
Hey, and welcome to Heads Up.
All right.
With Jeff and Sean. Here's Kyle's Click.
I'm Sean. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Fucking
now
nailed
that's
it.
Now that's the one. That's the track that's gonna do it.
Are we in Kyle's Click yet?
The internet gave us a whole world of exciting new possibilities. So I guess this is a story of how it changed our lives. Maybe it will yours too.
I don't know. Do we consider that a start?
We can't. No one's making the rules here, Jeff.
That's true. It's gonna be
except us.
This episode's coming out hot and fast.
So hot.
What's going on in Kyle's Click?
I don't know. What is going on? More politics. More politics. Yeah. Yeah. Yup. Some Supreme Court stuff, and we've covered it all.
Wow. He is done. Damn. Really makes me think we should have spent more time on the intro.
I guess, but it's hot out. I don't want to just bullshit. I want this done. I want this box fucking checked off.
He's not done much more on Twitter either, so get ready.
Going to carpool to a thing. He likes pasta. That's worthy. That's good. The Library of Congress is like indexing people's tweets, right? Because it's like a yeah. That's good. Yeah, just throw that out there. That's good. Don't feel bad for fucking wasting their time. And we're done with the new stuff on Twitter. What a bad segment that I hate.
I mean, Sean, how do you feel about pasta?
It's fine. That's how everyone should feel about pasta.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Come on.
Unless you can't eat it, unless it poisons you for some reason. The end. That's it.
What do you put on pasta?
What don't you put on pasta?
Would you put pasta on a pizza?
I guess. It's so hot out. I don't give a shit. If a slice of pizza had a fucking loaded gun in it, I'd put it in my mouth right now.
Wow. Do you have a favorite kind of pasta? No, you don't. I can tell.
Cooked pasta, I much prefer.
What about the pasta that comes in like 3 different colors?
That's fine.
Yeah.
As long as it's cooked.
It's an official stance. Cooked pasta better than uncooked pasta.
I will back that up. Jeff, you excited for Game of Thrones?
Yes, I am excited for Game of Thrones. It's almost over. It's only got 2 more seasons left, and I'm pretty sure I know a lot of the people's names now.
That's good.
If I think back, I can be like, yeah, I know that person's name.
I'm not that excited.
You're not excited for Game of Thrones?
Nah, not really. I mean, it's just, just these fucking nerds running around with swords,
Yeah. Who wants to see nerds running around with swords?
Well, they let all these stupid plot lines last 6 seasons. Just kill these people off. Make the show interesting, please.
I think they're going to have to if they're going to end it in 2 seasons.
Yeah, you never know. It might just be a bullshit ending.
You think they'll leave a lot of things left to be desired?
Yeah. I think they already have. They have. There's that guy that was just like chopping people's penises off, and like he was supposed to be like a big villain. But he wasn't. He was like a caricature. He wasn't like a real person. So it was just kind of. It was hard to see him as not like a cartoon villain.
Yeah.
Because he was just utterly untouchable.
Yeah, but then they definitely killed him.
Yeah, but
didn't
it took
you feel
them.
happy about that?
It took them like way too long to do it. Look, in a world where you can shoot and kill anybody with a sword or an arrow or an axe, or maybe you run them over with a horse. Like there's no excuse for that guy to live this long.
Yeah, I mean, he had the protection of his father, right? And like those men.
I guess.
But I guess like the whole town hated him, right?
I mean, he'd have to live a life where he was just surrounded by people all the time, or someone like me probably would have cut his eyes out.
So I mean, they wanted you to hate him, and you hated him.
I know.
So didn't they do their job?
I was fucking annoyed that he was on the show. It took me out of the fantasy of the show. Anytime he was on screen, I was bored with the show because it's like, okay, it ruins this experience now.
Yeah, there's nothing like fantastical or mythical about him. He was just like a shitty person who like raped people, right?
Yeah, not exactly compelling storytelling.
I didn't know you were this angry with Game of Thrones right now.
I'm angry at Kyle's Click for not producing any good discussion, so I changed the topic.
I mean, I hear on the internet they're saying that Daenerys is going to die pretty quickly.
Yeah,
that's a rumor. Do you think that's true?
It's a stupid move if it's true.
Yeah. Why did we even follow her then?
Right. Well, it's just like, yeah, why bother? What does it matter? Unless she's just going to come back. That's the other thing. Just anybody comes back from the dead, so it doesn't matter who they kill.
How many people come back from the dead? Like 2 people, right?
But it's possible.
Well, I guess unless you count the White Walkers, right?
Or you can count, what's that, the guy that's out in the woods? He's like a bandit now, but he used to be a knight. And the drunken Thoros of Myr just keeps bringing him back from the dead. That guy's come back a lot.
I thought that was one of the 2, right? Jon Snow and that guy.
I'm sure there's others that we don't know about. I don't know.
It's possible in that world then.
Yeah.
So why bother?
Why would you be scared to death, I guess?
Yeah. Why did you even get me into the show in the first place?
I didn't get you into the show.
Pretty sure you did.
I'm pretty sure I didn't. I don't think I've ever told anybody to watch Game of Thrones.
No?
No. The books aren't that much better. I don't know.
I mean, it's almost over, Sean. Just watch the last 2 seasons.
We'll see. I don't really do anything Sunday nights, so probably.
I'm going to need you to clarify a lot of things after I watch it, so.
Yeah, well, there's no books.
Oh, that's
they're
right.
They're past the books, so you know as much as I.
Is that really what's got your goat about the show?
No.
You can't lord it over anybody else that you've already read what's going on.
Lord it over anybody. You just told me I was gonna have to like give you fucking personal advice about what was you. You came to me, motherfucker.
Listen, I'm dumb. Okay, all right. There's
I'm done
a lot
with
of names.
It's
a lot of places.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of names, and they just die anyways, so it doesn't matter. It's like who cares?
What's his name came back? The Mountain. But he's like a zombie.
Yeah. Yeah, not interesting. I don't care. So what did we watch this week?
So we're moving on from Nerds with Swords to talk about the second Lord of the Rings movie, The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
Yeah.
This is classic, right? It's classic. It's none of this new age Game of Thrones bullshit.
I don't know. It's not that old of a movie, right?
But it's based on that book that was written way before.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's based on classic fantasy. Yeah.
Now I know we don't usually do this. Sean, did you enjoy the film?
Nah, not really. Did you?
Thought it was fine.
I don't know.
It was fine. It held up to rewatching better than the Harry Potter films.
Yeah, we would almost have to. I mean, the Harry Potter films were really bad. Watching them again, they did not hold up very well at all. I mean, this is okay, but there's like the Battle of Helm's Deep is just a lot of. It's just like sweaty men in armor shouting a lot and hitting each other with metal. It wasn't very interesting the second watch through.
Yeah. The battle scenes are too long. Like, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I say the second watch through. I mean, I watched all these like multiple times and when they first came out in theaters, but
yeah,
after however many years of not watching them, coming back to the Two Towers is just god. CGI is not very good, which is whatever. But
no, at the time maybe it was good. I don't know, but
fucking Aragorn has like a sex fantasy in the middle of the film about Arwen, his elf lady.
Yeah.
Because he's thinking about sleeping with this other... Like, it's just... Oh, my God.
Yeah, he's really the star of this movie.
I guess. Yeah, because they're all split up now, so it's just the camera keeps jumping to new people.
Yeah.
It did feel very Game of Thrones-ish in that way. There's like, here's 12 plot lines all happening at the same time, so you're going to get 2 minutes with each of them, and you're going to spend 2 hours doing this. So, oh, man.
Yeah. I got two different versions of Gandalf fighting a Balrog, one in Frodo's dreams, and one retelling from Gandalf lifetimes later.
Yeah, just in case. Yeah, just in case you needed to hear it again.
I mean, can his recount of that really be accurate if it every day felt like a lifetime to him that he was gone?
Well, that's after he dies or semi-dies. I mean, the fight with the Balrog, that might be all accurate.
Can you be sure he remembers it correctly though?
I think he remembers it correctly, but I think the story he tells is not what happened. He probably died on impact and he survived. And he's just like, oh, I fought it for like a fucking week, dudes. It was awesome. You should have been there. Wizards rule.
Yeah. He landed on it when it landed on the ground and went through its skull.
Yeah.
They both kind of died.
Yeah. And then he was like, oh, man, we like had a whole battle walking up the mountain, and then I fucking threw it off the mountain, and somehow throwing it off a much, much shallower cliff killed it, even though it fell like through the heart of the mountain. Yeah.
I wouldn't say he's very... accurate. He likes to tell stories. He likes people to do what he wants.
Absolutely. And he pretends not to remember that his name is Gandalf.
Yeah.
Come on.
He remembers what he has to do.
Yeah.
He remembers the fight with the Balrog, but he's like, yeah, that was my name.
Yeah.
What have you been calling yourself lately then, you piece of shit? Huh?
Right.
What do you go by now?
He was trying on Saruman for a while. Like, maybe I'll just be him. That's essentially what happened, is he got a promotion. Yeah.
People seem more intimidated by white wizards than they ever did of the gray wizard.
Yeah. Well, I guess white is more powerful than darker colors, Jeff. There is in fact an uncomfortable streak of racism that runs through Lord of the Rings that you can trace pretty well. I mean, we'll see... Well, we saw it a little bit in this film, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or do we see it later when there's, I think they're called the Easterlings? Did we see any of them? I don't remember them.
I don't know. But I just remember when Aragorn stops, like, the Rohan Knights or whatever that have left.
Yeah.
And they circle them, and he gets down, and, Gimli's like, hey, how about fuck you? Like, we haven't done anything. And he's like, I'd cut your head off if you weren't so short, you stupid fucking dwarf.
Yeah.
And then you can see Legolas... from generations of racism, because elves live so long, is not okay with humans being racist.
I think he's not okay with anyone talking down to dwarves except for elves.
Yeah.
he's got to put Éomer in his place. He's got to be like, no, fuck you.
Yeah. Now, I know this doesn't happen until the next movie, but either they encounter a giant spider, and either I'm being followed by one spider in my house that I couldn't kill earlier, or there's another spider also in this room.
Go kill it.
Just staring at me. I gotta kill it. Hold on. Yeah. It's just looking at me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a live event. Jeff battles Shelob, the evil vile spider. I can't see him because we're not using video, but oh, he's smashing at it. Nope, it looks like he's outsmarted by the spider. It has fled, and it will bite him in his sleep when he is most defenseless.
I don't know if that makes me feel any better because spider was a different color than the other one, so...
Probably what happened is that, like, several spiders laid eggs all over your apartment, and there's just hundreds of thousands of them crawling on the walls.
It doesn't have to be several spiders, right? Don't spiders lay, like, a lot of eggs? Like, all you need is, like, one pregnant spider, and then it's, like, eggs everywhere. I think Charlotte's Web, right?
Is that what Charlotte's Web was about?
That's the only thing I took away from it, because the end of Charlotte's Web... They're, like, floating in the air. It's like,
whoa, what?
There's at least 30 or 40 of them.
Oh, I didn't know that. So the end of Charlotte's Web is the beginning of Arachnophobia, the film?
Yes.
Okay. That's weird. I didn't know those were connected.
Yeah, because, spoiler alert, Charlotte dies.
Really?
And, like, first she left a big bundle of eggs. And, like, Wilbur talks to one of them as they're floating away. It's fucking horrifying.
What does that spider say? Like, fuck you for not saving my mom.
He's like, I'm a baby. I would have eaten her anyway. Goodbye.
Hey, how recently have you read Charlotte's Web? Because I have not read that book since, like, 3rd grade.
Read Charlotte's Web? Probably never. But...
Oh, right, the movie. Of course there's a movie that you would have watched.
They made a movie about it, yeah.
Okay.
I really relate to Pemberton, the rat who goes to that festival and eats all that food, sings about it.
I don't know who that... do you mean Ratatouille? That's the only rat I know from movies, and I've never seen Ratatouille.
He learned to cook. Yeah. Anyway, there's no spiders in this movie.
No, not yet.
Not highlighted.
There's an elephant. Yeah. Or an oliphant. Fucking idiots. Fucking hobbits don't even know how to say elephant. How did you like Aragorn's sex dream? Because I didn't.
I didn't either. I didn't realize that Liv Tyler had such an overbite.
She has an overbite?
The way they shot that scene, like her top lip is like an inch and a half further out.
Huh.
That's the only thing I saw during that scene. And somehow that sex dream saved him.
Yeah.
And then he woke up dreaming Liv Tyler kissed him, and it was really a horse putting its mouth on him. So, like, if I was Liv Tyler, I'd be a little upset. But whose horse was that? Am I supposed to know whose horse was that saved him?
His, I think. I don't know. That was just another battle scene I didn't care about.
Yeah.
I liked that the orcs were on big cats. That was cool.
Yeah.
That seems like an advantage over horses. Big cats.
Do you think that if you rode a big cat in a battle and you get knocked off it, that big cat would also fight on your side, or would you also just be wary of it?
Well, you have to train them to be able to ride them. So yeah, it would fight on my side.
Are these cats then also racist? Do you train them to be racist, like against men?
Do you train your horses to be racist against orcs? I don't know.
Well, if I knocked a guy off a horse in a battle,
yeah,
I would not then be weary in trying to fight the horse. I assume the horse would run away or stand there.
Yeah.
But these cats were, going after Gimli like nobody's business.
Yeah.
So I assume that, they would, dress in dwarves' clothes and beat them just to get them angry at dwarves. I don't know. But
yeah, it sounds like you don't know how to make a cat racist. It does sound like you don't know how to make a cat racist. I don't think it's dressed like a dwarf and beat it. That doesn't seem right to me. But
I'm just saying they were after Gimli like way more than anyone else, and he was the only dwarf there.
Yeah. Maybe he's easy prey. I mean, he's basically the fucking comic relief.
Yeah.
Later in the film, he's got the chainmail that looks like a dress because it's too long for him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's. It's to make you like forget how stupid Legolas sounds whenever he talks.
Yeah. What a drama queen Legolas is. It's always he's got to say something dramatic and.
Yeah. And I know Aragorn, like, I don't know, lived with elves for a while or whatever, but he's kind of racist too, because they're trying to hunt down these Uruk-hai that took Merry and Pippin.
Yeah.
And he goes, Legolas, what do your elf eyes see?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah. No, it's cool. Aragorn is in love with an elf, so he can,
Yeah, some of his best friends are elves.
Yeah, some of his best friends are elves, as we see at the Battle of Helm's Deep.
Yeah.
And they treat it like really tragic that this elf shows up for 5 minutes and then dies.
Yeah, like I'm supposed to care about him. I've never seen him before in my life.
Yeah.
This movie's 3 hours long.
Yeah, exactly. And the last movie was 3 hours long. It's just like...
He wasn't there either.
Yeah. Just put him in anywhere.
Now, were they trying to get extra nerd points by dressing Legolas exactly like Link from Zelda, or no?
You've got it backwards.
Oh, no.
Link is dressed like traditional fantasy elves.
Coloring and everything, though. Like green and brown.
Yeah. Yeah, forest colors, traditionally elves, yes. That's true.
All right, fine. I forget how old this story is compared to how young Nintendo is, okay?
All right, that's fair.
All right.
I guess. I mean, it's not fair, but okay.
All right, hey, we're going all over the place, okay? All right. I want to talk about this Balrog a little bit, and a missed opportunity they had, okay?
Okay.
This Balrog, just like it could have been like the Bumble from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, right? The prospector falls off the cliff of the Bumble. Turns out they bounce. All Gandalf had to do was pull its teeth out.
He takes its
And they
horns
could've
off or
brought it
something.
along.
Yeah, he pulls its
Yeah.
wings off. He pins
Yeah.
it down like a fly, and he rips its wings off.
And then it's tame, and then he walks around with the Balrog.
I'm sorry, did you say tame or maimed? I couldn't...
It's both.
Yeah.
It's both. Missed opportunity.
It could have been the comic relief instead of Gimli.
Yeah, at one point, Gimli's talking about how people can't distinguish male and female dwarfs. Mm-hmm. And people are just laughing about it. Like, yeah, it is hard to tell.
All you dwarves look alike. Even Aragorn gets in on it.
I know, yeah.
It's the
And
beards.
But like a week ago, they were all like inside of a mountain with like corpses of dwarves everywhere. And there's like, yeah, dwarves are dumb and ugly.
Yep. Yeah. I'm glad they all died in Moria.
Yeah.
I like that. So Frodo and Sam are lost.
Yeah.
But so Frodo's clearly leading them, and Sam says, "We are lost, Mr. Frodo." And I don't know about you, but I've never said we are lost
Yeah.
unless I meant that the other person got us lost.
Yeah.
Like if I get us lost somewhere, I just go, "Oh man, I fucked up. I got us lost."
Yeah.
But if I want to throw shade, well, seeming nice, I go, "Yeah, I guess we got lost somehow. It's a mystery."
Yeah. It's weird. I mean, you keep saying that this ring is such a burden and that it wants to go back home, but
We can't climb
Doesn't
over this
seem
fucking hill.
it doesn't seem like it knows the way. You know what I mean?
Do you think?
So.
Where do you think we should go? Should we head in a straight line towards the land that looks like the apocalypse has already happened, constantly covered by storm clouds, underlit like it's constantly on fire, and there's like lightning shooting through the sky all the time? We're just like in circles. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, climb to the top of this hill. Look around. What most resembles something that would be called Mount Doom?
No, remember,
we
Jeff.
head that way.
It was foggy for one day, so it's foggy for a single day. They couldn't make any progress. When they capture Gollum, Sam just basically tortures Gollum into compliance. He
Yeah.
is so fucking brutal to him. Like, I don't... There's this undercurrent where hobbits are supposed to like be these peace-loving creatures who aren't tempted by anything, and then there's Sam, who's just like, yeah, tie him up and leave him. This rope is burning him.
Well, yeah, why is the rope burning him?
It's
What's it made out of?
It's elven rope.
And that burns people?
No, just Gollum, because he had the ring for so long.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I don't know why elves felt the need to, like, torture their enemies.
Yeah.
Because I'm imagining it would, like, burn orcs, too. But maybe they don't take orc captives. Maybe they just kill them to the last. I don't know.
Yeah. Samwise is not messing around with Gollum. He's like, no. The second you let your guard down, he's going to murder you. Fuck this guy.
Yeah, so their plan is to just run in behind a force of people at this giant gate across this huge opening. And Gollum is like, how about no? And Sam's like, fuck him, he's up to something. He's clearly trying to trick us. It's like, whoa, really, dude? Because it does seem like he just saved your stupid lives.
Yeah. He brought you exactly where you wanted to go and then stopped you when you were about to get killed.
Yeah.
I was hoping they were going to Wizard of Oz it and beat up 3 of those army men going in and,
Yeah.
like, wear their things. I guess they only need to beat up 1 and they could just go shoulder to shoulder, like, on top of each other.
Just gonna suggest. But Gollum would have to be on top because he doesn't walk upright. He's always crouching down on all fours like an animal.
Yeah. Well, that would make better interactions between him and other guards and stuff.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
At one point, back to like Legolas, they're stalking those Uruk-hai that took the other 2 hobbits.
Merry
And he goes, a red sun rises, blood has been spilt this night. I'm pretty sure blood's being spilt every night. At the rate this world is going.
Yeah.
So, I think that's bullshit, that red sun thing.
I made a note about that too, because that means that the sun is pretty much red every morning then.
Yeah.
Like, either he's full of shit or he's not providing any useful information. Well, they also, I mean, the orcs say something about smelling man flesh, because Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas are catching up to them. But that means Aragorn stinks. Like, specifically Aragorn and not Legolas or Gimli.
Like dog shit, probably.
What's that?
Like fresh dog droppings.
Maybe. I mean, I've never seen anybody in any of these films take a bath, so.
Or change clothes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Well, no, that's not true. Gandalf, of course.
Oh, yeah, I mean.
You have to die to get new clothes.
How else are you going to know he's Gandalf the White? You know? How else is all that sun going to beam off him? You know? What forest is that where they meet the Ent?
Fangorn Forest.
Fangorn Forest. When Gimli and Aragorn and Legolas are looking for Merry and Pippin, Gimli tastes blood and knows it's orc blood. Mm-hmm. Is this a skill I need to learn to distinguish blood?
Blood tasting. Yep. Yep. They should have classes down at like your local community college.
Yeah. When is that coming in handy? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have no idea. What do you think orc blood tastes like? Do you think it's like really salty or?
Must be. I bet it's kind of tangy, like barbecue sauce.
Dwarves use it in their cooking a lot.
Now, are all those people, all those things that have captured Merry and Pippin that are on their way, those are just orc and Uruk-hai?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So the orcs are like the weird, awkward-looking ones, and the
the guy that goes yeah. I think I think he's an orc. Yeah, okay. I don't know. What about them? Yeah. I don't know. And then all the other orcs in Uruk-hai have to talk like they've been eating gravel exclusively for 10 years.
They're born from dirt.
Yeah.
Shouldn't the elves feel more responsible for this, since like aren't at least orcs elves that have like seen the worst or something?
So like, well, they've been like, I don't know, they're like a new race, I think, now. They've been so twisted and distorted. I agree that they probably should.
Yeah.
But like the world of Lord of the Rings is not like a world where stuff gets better. It's kind of very distinctly a world in decline, where everything is always kind of getting worse and stuff that used to be cool goes away.
Aren't they fixing that though once they get rid of this ring?
Kind of. But like the idea is like not like, so when they get rid of the ring, Sauron's gone, but like the glorious kingdoms of old never return, really. Like, Gondor is pretty cool, but that's about it. And it's never as cool as other kingdoms used to be.
Maybe they're just getting old. Maybe they just think, things were better back when,
Nope, this is like a definitive part of the...
They're gonna do things their own way, okay?
And it is definitively worse than it used to be.
And do the elves still leave at the end? I forget.
Yep.
They're all like, seriously, I'm out.
Arwen stays, as we'll see, and dies. And there's a part in this movie about that where Elrond is like, hey, you should just live forever in paradise instead of following that scruffy fucking homeless dude that you're in love with.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, Dad, I love him. You don't understand.
How many years did it take her to become a teenager? In
yeah. Yeah. How many years has she been a teenager? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Jeff, this is true love, of course.
Yeah.
She has to run away and die like an idiot.
It's hard being 1,000 years old, man.
I don't know how old she is. And you know what? I don't think it's hard being an elf.
No.
It mostly seems like they hang out either with Galadriel or in Rivendell.
Yeah.
With Elrond. They protected. They just hang out.
At no point are they like, man, the orcs are going to come here. They're like, nah, the lands are protected, so...
Yeah.
Plus we're leaving, so it doesn't
Plus we're out of here, yeah. Our fucking lease is up. We don't care what happens to this continent.
I mean, they seem to hold grudges, but...
Yeah.
I mean, when you think you're better than everybody, you're going to hold a grudge, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How dare this person do this?
Yeah.
I'm better than this person. I mean, they've got heightened senses. They stay young for a really long time.
Their eyes are so good.
Their eyes are so good.
Their elf eyes are so good.
Their architecture is dope.
Yeah, they're really just the best, huh? It's a shame they're leaving.
Why did they even come to Middle-earth, then?
The gods led them here. So another part of the setting is so the reason that the wizards are there are to help guide mankind to find their own destiny, because the gods, the Valar and the Maiar of this world, who are really not really gods, they're kind of like high-powered angels. Because Tolkien was Christian and didn't want to write a thing where it was like, these are other gods other than the one true god. But the Valar were like, they directly interfered with the elves when the elves were having problems, and they were like, you should go here and do this and do that, and we're gonna directly help you. And it led to a lot of like bloodshed. Like elves were always fighting each other and a lot of wars and shit. So then they were just like, let's take the hands-off approach with humans. Let's just kind of take a back seat here. Let's guide them instead of like telling them what to do.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. But Tolkien was too much of a Christian man to write a fantasy world with elves and orcs that would have different gods.
Yeah, he didn't want to have like a separate...
That's crazy.
Like the whole world was created by the same god you or I might refer to as the Christian god.
Wow. I mean, let some things go, go crazy. But I mean, whatever, it worked for him, right? It's a timeless classic.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd tell him how to write Lord of the Rings. Maybe. Seems like he knew what he was doing.
Imagine what he could have done if he let himself off the hook.
It might have
flew off the handle one day.
Might have been a failure though. You never know. I like that Treebeard gets mad when the hobbits call him a tree.
Yeah.
He sounds really pissed off when he says, I am no tree. Like, first of all, that's pretty obvious, okay? I mean, so sure, they should have noticed. Trees don't often, like, step on orcs and then grab creatures and walk around and have giant eyes.
He's so offended that they call him a tree, but he's sitting there calling them orcs. And they're like, we're not orcs. He's like, we'll see.
We're going to find out. I'm going to get a bunch of other not tree people together. We'll talk about it.
Is this the end of Merry and Pippin's storyline? Is that they convinced the Ents to
no, not at all.
wreck up Selmers? No?
No.
I can't remember.
I think it's Pippin, or maybe Merry, goes with the riders of Rohan to fight. Like, he joins up with them. He wears armor, he rides a horse. He's there when Éowyn kills that the Witch King of Angmar. No,
Damn.
Just drawing a blank.
There's a lot about these movies I do not remember. I'm pretty sure they destroy the ring. 99% sure they destroy the ring.
No spoilers, we'll get there.
70% sure that Samwise Gamgee and Frodo Baggins kiss.
Oh,
60% sure Legolas and Gimli kiss.
Here's the thing. Those kisses all happen in Aragorn's sex fantasies, though. Which, third movie, we're going to get a lot more Aragorn sex fantasies. Just elf on dwarf, hobbit on hobbit.
It's got to be in his mind, because otherwise Liv Tyler is watching him go through all this, right? And then helping him, kind of, or no?
What?
The sex fantasy. It's not Liv Tyler helping him to survive. It's just him being like, I found some other woman attractive, and I'm out here. I might just bang her. And then he's like, oh yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand what you're saying. Are you saying that Arwen somehow projects herself into his mind to have sex with him in his fantasies?
Yeah.
No.
They pull out of that fantasy at one point to her laying in bed looking out a window. Mm-hmm. And then talking to her dad. Mm-hmm. So, is she seeing that? Is she projecting things?
No, she's not. No. She's not psychically mind-fucking him.
No, but I mean, how did he not die falling off that cliff? And then, how does Horse find him? Like, why do we cut to her pulling out of that fantasy?
So that they don't have to answer those questions. That's why. That's...
All right. I mean, he shouldn't be alive, is what I'm saying. Are the elves protecting him in general? Does he have like a spell on him?
Nope, not that I know of. He's just cooler than other men because he's like the king of Gondor. That's true. That's like he's like he's like part of an ancient bloodline that's just cooler than normal men.
That's why their bloodline is that they're cooler. They've got cooler blood.
Not like temperature wise, they're just better.
When they're getting ready for the Battle of Helm's Deep, and you see all the shitty weaponry that everyone else is getting, and you're like, oh, okay. All the heroes in the stories get really nice weapons.
Yeah, of course.
Which is why they're able to kill so many people. You know.
I mean, it's classic fantasy, so the heroes aren't gonna die. It's it's just a thing. Imagine, how about this? Gollum saves Frodo from drowning.
Yeah.
Imagine being so helpless and stupid that a creature who wants to kill you for like a ring that you have, that technically your uncle stole from him. Imagine that creature saves you from drowning. That's how helpless and stupid Frodo is.
He's never left the Shire.
Yeah, but he literally just sees this dead body in the water and stares at it so long that he falls in so that the fucking ghost can try to kill him. I don't know. Keep your eyes on Mount Doom so you don't get fucking lost again, idiot. How about that?
They're taking things in. They've never been away for this long.
Well, it's not a fucking vacation. It's like it's an epic quest to fucking save the world. Maybe a little less sightseeing. You can do that on the way back.
I guess. I thought they were meant to lure you in.
Yeah, well, but Gollum specifically warns them against having anything to do with them before they go through this area. He's like, yeah, don't deal with it.
He also says it's better to eat rabbit raw than cook it.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever had rabbit raw or cooked?
No.
So you have no idea. And these hobbits don't either.
He also is disgusted by the idea of potatoes.
Yeah, but Sam doesn't really sell it. Because he treats him like a fucking asshole. Fucking Sam went, potatoes. Yeah, I wouldn't want... Jeff, if you were like, hey man, you want some carrots? Here's how you make them, you fucking idiot. You don't eat them raw. That's disgusting. You're terrible. Get away from me. And stay away from my friend, Mr. Frodo. Or I'll tie you up and leave you to die. I'd be like, yeah, I probably don't want to eat anything that guy makes either.
It's true. That's true.
Yeah. Sam is like he's like a reality show contestant. Like, I didn't come here to make friends. It's like, yeah, well, you're not.
He's also, you can't be close to Frodo because I'm close to Frodo.
Oh, there's definitely some jealousy there. I mean, Gollum's thinner. He's got those big Disney eyes, you know?
He's barely wearing anything.
Oh, man, he's showing it all off. Him and Frodo are always talking about this ring Sam can't even look at.
Yeah. They have so much in common that,
Yeah.
Sure, Sam and Frodo are from the same place, but, like, does Frodo garden? I don't even know. He's got a gardener, so I'm guessing he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
So Frodo, Gollum, and Samwise try to get into Mordor. Mm-hmm. That's their whole thing. They can't get through the Black Gate, so they go around, and they're taken by people of Gondor.
Yeah. Yeah, so, surprise, surprise, they can't just use the front door to get to Mount Doom. They can't just waltz right in. Who knew?
Did anybody else from the Fellowship mention that? Like, hey, we're going to go to Mordor, but not like the Black Gate? Like, we're going to try to get in from here? Like, this is the plan when we get there?
It did not seem...
It's months away. We'll talk about it when we get there.
Yeah, it didn't even seem like they had a good plan moment to moment. Like, Gandalf tries to take them over the mountains, and then he's just like, fuck it, let Frodo pick where we're going to go next. I don't know. He's from the Shire, but,
He can make a good decision. It's fine.
Yeah, just pick at random. Who cares?
And then these people think that somehow getting the ring will help them, even though it's never helped anybody ever.
Well, I mean, that's because there's only one Lord of the Ring, and he does not share power. Oh, I gotta go find a tower to jump off of dramatically, now that I said that. I think it's just because using the ring makes you really evil. It turns all of your intentions to have bad results, which only benefits Sauron until he gets the ring back.
And that's like all they do. That's all they do that whole movie. You watch them. They try to sleep. They're always woken up.
Yeah. Yeah.
They can't get anywhere.
We meet what is Boromir's brother's name? Faramir.
Faramir. Yeah. I was like, okay, that's original.
He's just like, yeah, we're gonna go to Gondor with the ring. I'm not gonna touch it though. I'm too cool for that. He does not strike me as very compelling as a character either.
No.
He's just kind of there.
He's just there to be like, what happened to my brother? I was really close to my brother. What happened to him?
Yeah, what happened to him? Oh, he's dead because he tried to take the ring. Oh yeah, what happened? Oh, we don't know. Really? Oh, so you traveled with him, but you don't know how he died. Your story's not adding up, you little shits.
Very, very suspicious.
Very suspicious. I would keep them in prison too. No, that's not no. I'd be Saruman in these movies, or no, I'd be Wormtongue.
That guy has no eyebrows. That's the only takeaway I got from him. No eyebrows.
I mean, Wormtongue is like the ultimate internet nice guy. He cannot read the room for the life of him. He finds Eowyn sitting with her dead cousin's corpse, and he's trying to put the fucking moves on her. Yeah. Except for Wormtongue putting the moves on her is like, oh, but you are alone. Yeah. Like,
you don't let this happen.
So creepy.
Yeah. It's like, you are alone. I've already banished your brother.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Your cousin's dead, probably because I made sure he didn't get proper medical care. Your uncle, the king, is fucking all hairy. He's grown out his beard because Saruman's in control.
No, that's what I don't understand that relationship at all. So Saruman is inside the king.
He's possessing him.
He's possessing the king. Why does Wormtongue need to be there?
That's so. I don't think Saruman can't be possessing the king all the time, right?
Yeah.
So I think Wormtongue is just kind of keeping him kind of enspelled, kind of under control at the times when Saruman's not possessing him, or maybe Saruman's not ever really possessing him until he realizes that Gandalf is there and about to wreck up his plans, and then he uses that orb thing, the Palantir, to kind of go inside of him. It's a weird scene. It's a very weird scene.
And he's like, "You've got no power here," and then he's just like, "But I have white clothes on."
Yeah. Check out my dope new fucking robes, you little bitch. You thought I was a fucking scrubby old man, but I'm fabulous. So now let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
So Saruman falls down right after Gandalf knocks him out of Theoden, the king's body. If Saruman got like a tiny little cut and bled a little bit, do you think that the next morning the sun would rise red?
It would have to. Blood had been spilled.
Is it any amount of blood? Because that is crazy. Yeah. Does it have to be? I'm sorry, I was just thinking about this again. Does it have to be like if I cut myself, carving a little horse?
Yeah, the shaving equipment wasn't as sophisticated. Okay, they're carrying around swords and axes all day.
Yeah,
they're doing a lot of manual labor.
Yeah.
They're walking down wooded paths.
Yeah, splinter. If you get a splinter deep enough and it draws blood, does the sun rise red? Is that...
You fall down and scrape your knee? Come on.
I imagine an elf that's got like one of those like warehouse boards that's like, this workplace has had 0 days since an accident, and he's just been keeping track of the red suns.
Yeah.
Like it's been 10,000 years since our last non-red sunrise. Blood has been spilled every night for 10,000 years. One day though, we'll get there.
Yeah, like when he said that, should have Aragorn been like, yeah, it's like every day that happens. The sun is red for all I know. It's fine.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Legolas. That was real helpful. That was Yep. Oh wow, the sun's rising red. Oh, again? Yeah, it's only done that every day of my whole life. That's more Wormtongue stuff. I like that Wormtongue accuses Gandalf of being a warmonger. And as soon as Gandalf frees Theoden, he's all like, yeah, you'll feel better with your sword in your hand. Pick up your sword. Yeah. Grab this weapon. We gotta go to war. It's like, all right, spot on, Wormtongue. Yeah, you're pretty good. You're not right. Yeah, you're not the worst, I guess, advisor. Not the worst.
No one bathes, but he's the only one with greasy hair. I don't understand it.
Maybe it's hereditary. Maybe he's been greasing his hair to try to make it look better for Eowyn. You know? Maybe Saruman's just been fucking messing with him. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, the Rohirrim, they fucking love way greasy hair. It's like a sign of virility. Yeah. She's gonna grease your hair way up. She's gonna love it.
How many eyebrows do you have? 2? No. They don't like eyebrows.
No. Get rid of them. Get rid of one. Let's see how that looks. No. Terrible. Terrible. Lose the other one.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Shaven eyes, greasy hair. How pale is your skin? No, not pale enough. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Should I bring flowers or no? Just work on getting her brother banished and like anybody she loves dead, and then bring it up that you're the only one left.
Ideally, you'll want to do this in the same room after she's mourning the corpse of her loved one. You're gonna want to move quick, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Women are always in the mood when there's a dead body in the room. Mm-hmm. Always. I can't explain it.
That's some Game of Thrones shit right there. Yeah. That's some. I bet that's what it was. I bet Saruman's just been fucking with him just for fun. I mean, you're like an immortal spirit that just fucking is gonna live forever. Yeah, why not fuck with this guy?
Yeah,
he's pathetic.
You probably went and you asked him, for his help, and then you're like, "What do you want?" And he's like, "I really like this girl." And he's like, "Come on, I'm trying to take over like the planet."
Well, okay. Wormtongue, I think, is not the guy to say I think Wormtongue is the kind of guy to be like, do you have a spell that's going to force this woman to have sex with me because I'm the fucking worst? And Saruman was like, whoa, I'm evil, but that is a step too far for me.
Yeah.
That is several steps too far for me, my man. What you need to do is grease your hair up, shave your eyes, and get that fucking skin corpse pale. Terrible. Although, here's the other thing. Wormtongue goes back to Saruman. And he's telling him about the plan, right? They're going to Helm's Deep. Is that it? Mm-hmm. We get a shot of Saruman's face. And Wormtongue is like, yeah, they'll be strung out in a group. Armed men and women. Even children will be there. And Saruman's eyebrows go up when he says children in a really troubling way. Like, oh boy, I can't wait to fucking kill children.
It's a little creepy.
Yeah. Really.
Children,
creepy. Children, you say? Well.
I had to buy this tower because it was the only place far enough away from schools.
You'll notice there's no schools anywhere nearby. That's not incorrect, Jeff. That's...
If he's already got control of the king of Rohan, why is he going and killing all the villagers? Like, isn't it fine? Isn't it like, oh, that one's taken care of? Let's do everything else now?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think part of it is to weaken the whole nation so that even if they do get free of Saruman's control, they can't go help Gondor.
Yeah.
Which is what ends up happening. But I think just having control of the king prevents any kind of armed response, really. So that he can just, like, destroy these villages and kind of ruin the whole country.
He was so confident that Helm's Deep was gonna keep those forces out.
Well, he has bombs. Like, imagine you're fighting people who, like, fight with metal sticks. And you invented the bomb. Yeah, I might be pretty arrogant, too.
Not killing Wormtongue was a bad idea.
Well,
Aragorn made a decision. It was bad.
Next film, in the extended editions, we get a scene where they're all at... where Gandalf talks to Saruman. Mm-hmm. They all show up there. All of the horsemen and Gimli and Legolas and just the whole gang, you know. And I think it's actually Wormtongue that stabs Saruman in the back and throws him off the tower.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Just saying. You know, little mercy sometimes helps you murder your enemies.
Yeah. I mean, that's how Frodo and Samwise are getting so far into the world. Because Smeagol.
I don't have much more to say about this film, but...
You don't want to talk about the Battle of Helm's Deep?
No, I don't.
You don't want to talk about Legolas's sweet skateboard trick?
Or, was that this film?
That was
the
axe to the nuts.
Yeah, it was dumb. When I saw these movies in theaters, the second or third time I saw it, when Gandalf reveals himself in Fangorn Forest, like he whips he steps in front of the light and you can see his face. So, some guy in the theater really excitedly went, "Oh shit, that's the dude!" And it was probably the best experience I've had in a theater where somebody who talked over the movie. It was really funny. It was very, very good. And it was genuine excitement. Like, he wasn't doing it for a laugh.
Yeah.
He got one, but it was very, very good.
Well, he thought he'd been dead.
Right, exactly. Like, the guy clearly had not read the books and learned nothing about the films. Saw the first one and then did not talk about the films with anyone for like a full 2.5 years or however long it took for the second movie to come out. But he remembered. The flashback in the beginning helped. I should write to Peter Jackson, just like, hey man, good job on those. Some dude more than a decade ago was thrilled.
Sweet reveal. I'm just saying, the battle of Helm's Deep, if that skateboard trick had ended up with some of the Urukai getting a pile of manure knocked onto them and saying, "I hate manure," I would have done a similar thing at home today.
Oh shit, that's the move. Yeah. That's the skateboard move. Oh shit. It's actually kind of a missed opportunity that they didn't do that.
It is, yeah, because it's not like they were taking it very seriously anyway, other than like the amount of time they spent on it. But like all the dialogue and stuff was just comic relief, like Gimli. So,
and I was just thinking, the best way to do it is you set it up by having Gimli. Earlier in the movie, you show how inept he is on a horse, because first of all, they play it for laughs that he falls off this horse.
Yeah.
And that's really dangerous. You can really hurt yourself.
Absolutely.
And everyone there laughs. Like, oh, this fucking dwarf just fell. Might have broken his arm.
Maybe his neck.
Maybe his neck, he could be dead. But, like, so to set it up, you have him riding the horse, and then as he's getting off the horse, he steps into its freshly laid manure.
Yeah.
Right? And then complains about it. And then you just cut away. But then the callback is Legolas skating down some stairs and, like, knocking some orcs over, and they spin around and they fall face first into it.
Yeah.
And then, like, they lift their heads up to look directly into the camera real slow. You know, it's pretty hacky, but I think it would get the message across.
Yeah. It wouldn't be worse than any of the other things they did as comic relief in this movie.
Yep.
It has one... You know what the Wilhelm scream is?
Yep. It's in fucking everything. I hate it.
Yeah, it's one of the most obvious uses of it is in this film, in this battle.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that for no reason. It's just a cut of a guy falling right off the wall, and just the loudest implementation of the Wilhelm scream ever.
I hate the very idea of the Wilhelm scream.
It takes me out of every movie that uses it.
Exactly. And it's in every movie where a person falls, because it's like every audio department's got to slip it in. And I hate it because it's like an audio tech's inside joke, and they think it's an inside joke.
Yeah.
And it's fucking not. It's not fun. It takes you out of the movie. It's so fucking stupid. I hate it.
Yeah. It's crazy. According to Wikipedia, it's like in over 360 movies and TV shows.
Yep.
It's insane.
Once you know what it is and once you notice, it's everywhere. You'll hear it all the time.
Yeah. Search it, play it. Maybe we'll put it in here. And then watch some movies, you'll fucking hate it.
Yep, it's in the Star Wars films. Mm-hmm. I can almost guarantee it's in a Harry Potter film.
It's probably in every Marvel movie, I'm sure.
Yep.
It's probably in the Titanic as the boat's sinking.
Probably that guy that hit that rail. Yeah. I love that guy. When I saw Titanic in theaters, I saw it with a bunch of other people who were real into it, and I had to leave the theater because I cracked up laughing when that guy hit the rail and he started fucking spinning.
Yeah.
I had to take a little 5. Took a little 5 outside by myself. It's so funny. Watch Titanic again and watch when that guy hits the fucking railing. It's hilarious.
I will sometimes search it on YouTube and watch it.
Yes, excellent. That's much better.
But yeah, that movie is like, I don't know, for a sex scene, we can't do much more than him drawing one boob and a steamy hand on a car window, even though it's taking place on a boat. But let's just show a bunch of people just falling to their death and hitting things on the way down. That's fine. But you know, you don't want to give even the implication of penetration beyond a hand on a window.
Of course. I mean, that goes for a lot of movies. Violence is acceptable, but sex is not.
True. Like this movie.
Yep. We do get Aragorn sex fantasies where Arwen is wearing clothes, but they're pretty see-through.
Yeah. Just sell elves dress, man.
It's just, you know, we're just lounging around waiting for eternity.
That's Legolas's pajamas look exactly the same as those. You can see everything.
Well, they would if he ever changed clothes, but he doesn't. Because he doesn't smell. Aragorn definitely needs a fucking... Ugh.
Yeah. Man flesh. Gross.
Someone else probably pushed him over the cliff into the river. They were like, you know what? You know, I don't care what kingly bloodline you come from. You need a fucking bath, buddy.
That one at work is laughing as he's dying that Aragorn fell off the cliff. It's great. It's going to be harder for us to track him, but he's also dead. So
he's also dead. You like that? Did you like that when I showed up and killed your friend? Peace out. I'm dead. He wasn't
like confused that there was also like maybe 60 other dead people that they're not concerned with.
Yeah. This one guy you're looking for is dead. So.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, I know that guy. He's fucking dead.
Of course he knows him. He stank.
Yeah. I was literally born yesterday out of a mud pie, and I know who this guy is, and he's dead.
I'm done with this film. Do you want to talk about anything else?
No, I was gonna keep talking as that guy. That's fine.
I'm good with that. Candy. No transitions. This week we ate a peppermint patty, or perhaps peppermint patties, depending on. Did you just get one of the individually wrapped big ones?
I tried, and then I ended up getting smaller ones.
Okay. I had the big one. How'd you like the smaller ones?
They're good. I mean, you know, I think that's the right ratio, that bite size. Because biting into a big one, you're just like, okay, I like this, but I got to keep going.
Really?
I think, yeah.
Oh.
It's been a while since I had a big one, but you got to take it takes me like 3 bites at least to get through a big one.
Oh yeah, it took me like 5. I was also eating it in like a room in front of a room full of people, so.
You were being real dainty about it?
Real dainty.
Were you breaking off the pieces and then putting them in your mouth?
No.
I think that's I think it's maybe it's meant to be. I don't know, but it's melty, so maybe not.
No, I just bit into it. Why would
we are talking about the brand name York, right? York Peppermint Patties.
Yeah, York Peppermint Patties. Are there other brands that you saw? I didn't see any other.
I didn't see any other brands, but I know you can get like generic peppermint patties.
Huh.
You know, if you don't want to pay York's prices for branding, you know.
I mean, York is owned by the Hershey Company.
Yeah.
So York is just, I think, actually, I have a thing. Yeah, it's called York Peppermint Patty because it was first produced in York, Pennsylvania.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. By the York Cone Company in 1940. Now, I'm not seeing anything about how much the government paid to have these put in care packages to soldiers. My assumption is that they didn't, because there's no mention of it, but...
I think they would have done that instead of toothpaste, maybe, you know? It's a very similar texture.
Yeah, they probably did. They probably said, here, just eat these. You're going to get shot soon anyways, and we don't know dick about medicine yet, so... kind of doesn't matter to us.
Do you think maybe they missed it because, like, 1940 was not, like, the winding down... Was World War II over by 1940? Or no, 1942? 43?
No. I want you to do a quick Google search right now. When did World War II end? Because I'm going to go ahead and say 44. If not
44.
45 officially. Yes. Yes, I don't know when the official date is, but...
September 2nd, 1945.
45, look at that. I nailed it.
I was way off.
You were way off.
Yeah, it probably wasn't even in the war when I said it ended.
Yeah, we waited till everyone else was real fucked up and then ran in to save the day.
Their rations were still full of Necco wafers and...
Yeah, score bars.
Score bars. They couldn't fit even one patty in there.
Everything a soldier needs.
Well, I guess the York Peppermint Patty would melt in there, right? Where the other things are like hard chalk or hard toffee.
Yeah, good luck getting Necco wafers to fucking melt. You might be able to start a fire with them, you know, scrape them around, get some dust going.
Now, do you like York Peppermint Patties?
I enjoyed it, but that's because I hadn't had one in a really long time.
That's true.
I don't think I'd be able to eat them all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy them whenever I have them, but it's usually long stretches in between. I don't tend to like peppermint as a flavor for most things anyway, but...
It makes my mouth feel cold, and then it feels weird breathing in, and I don't like that.
Yeah. Did you get the sensation, as they say?
Yeah, I saw that on the packaging.
I'm sorry. Did you... Exclamation point, so I've got to scream it.
Get the sensation! Get it! Fucking get it now! Yeah, so I work in an academic environment, and a lot of the time I see recommendations being made for, like, study guides when people are like, oh, how do you study? There's a lot of recommendations for, like, mint. Eat like a peppermint patty, or eat something mint. Have a mint flavored, like, hard candy or something, or just, I guess, chew mint like a fucking cow.
Does that help your memory?
That's what it says. Everyone is like, have some mint, it helps your memory. And I can find no evidence to back this up, and I do not know where it came from. I haven't done a lot of searching, but...
Yeah. Maybe it's like they want to try like a placebo effect, where they just tell you that, and then
right,
you think it's true, so it ends up working.
That's a bad thing to do in an academic environment, though.
Yeah.
That encourages, you know, like research and evidence-based.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if you studied drunk, then you should take the test drunk.
So there have been tests done on stuff like that.
Oh, and that works?
I think even tests done like, yeah, so the mindset, whatever mindset or frame of mind you're in when you're studying, if you're in the same one when you're taking the test, that will help. So if you're eating mint candies when you're studying, eating mint candies right before or during the test will probably help. But you could do that with any candy. You could do that. You'd like fucking eat a pork chop when you study, and then eat a pork chop right there when you're taking the test, and just watch out to get the grease. Don't get the grease on the test, and you'll do better. So
mint specifically does not help.
Here's the thing. I couldn't find any evidence for it. It might not. Maybe my research skills are just bad. To be honest, it feels like a bullshit thing that the fucking big peppermint is trying to shove down our throats, try to fucking trick us to eat their goddamn candies.
Yeah. They're trying to stay ahead of winter mint and spearmint.
Yeah. It's tough being mint. There's a lot of different kinds. Bubble mint. I've seen bubble mint gum.
Yes.
Don't like it. Don't want it. I don't know what that flavor is.
It's not great. It's not great. You know what bubblegum flavor is?
No.
Imagine like a minty aftertaste.
That sounds gross.
Yeah, it's great. It's terrible.
So let's see.
Do you think they started that rumor after cinnamon got in the gum game? They're like, if every spice is getting in the game, we've got to step this up.
Probably. Yeah, so that ad campaign, the Get the Sensation campaign was invented in the 70s.
I bet it was.
Did you just hear that car go by? No? Okay. That's fine.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Did you hear that car go by on my street?
I heard the car go by. I thought you said, did you see that car go by? I was
no, there's no way you could see that car go by. You're not here.
Is it going that fast?
No, that's one of my, like, a couple houses down, a neighbor. He's got a big old, the hood of his Jeep, big old Confederate flag. Yeah.
He's too far north for that.
Yeah. Well, the South will rise again.
I guess.
The South will rise again. I don't. The rest of his car is mostly white, which looks like a surrender flag, which is pretty accurate, though.
Like, what are you doing? Did he move from somewhere? Like,
no, he grew up here
100 years ago.
No, he grew up in this town.
He's like, I really like what it stands for. Racism? No.
That's okay.
States' rights.
The next town over, Gardner, there is a pickup truck that sometimes parks in the center of town that has like the doors are painted with Confederate flags, and there's Confederate flags like on the tailgate, and there's bumper stickers, and then the actual in the bed of it's a flatbed truck. He has a prisoner of war flag and a straight up regular American flag. So he's just got a lot of messages going on.
Yeah.
There's just a lot going on with that truck.
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't take no effort to set those things up, so you got to have some level of like commitment and passion to that, right? Like,
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah. I don't know.
Big Dukes of Hazzard fans.
Looks like them southern states are at it again.
All right.
Did you know, this is topical, in 2009, the production of the York Peppermint Patty moved from Pennsylvania to, do you know where?
I want to say, if we're talking Confederate flags, I want to say Mexico.
Yes! Yes! They moved it from Pennsylvania to Mexico, and like the factory employed like 300 people, and they all lost their jobs.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so not a great day for that town.
Are we bringing those jobs back, you think?
We won't need to once America's great again. I don't want to do politics. That's why we skipped over the Kyle section. Not interested in doing that. Just wanted to let you know, more jobs being exported by Big Peppermint.
I mean, what kind of flags can you get away with? If you can get away with a Confederate flag in our hometown, like what other flags can you get away with, you think?
An American flag? I know that.
American
There's a lot of those. Those are just everywhere. That's fine.
POW flags.
You're proud. You're proud of your country. That's not. It's not number one. It's not very good, actually. Your country kind of sucks, but it's okay to be proud of it. Sure.
I mean, can you put up a Nazi flag and be okay with it? Are people in our town using Nazi flags and saying, yeah, I mean, they just like really wanted to protect the homeland?
Not in our town that I know of, but definitely people have been doing that. There's a picture I saw not too long ago of some sort of neo-Nazi rally where people had American flags and like straight up Nazi flags.
Just flying side by side, like...
Yeah. As though you can be an American and also a literal Nazi and find like no contrary values between those things. Which I guess from a certain angle maybe you don't, you know?
Yeah, I don't want to talk to those kind of people, but I definitely have questions for them. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know a lot of people like that, Jeff. I
definitely want to know.
I have so many questions for you, and I can't get over my aversion to talking to you.
Yeah. Because you can't be that smart, right? You can't be intelligent, right?
There are some pretty intelligent people, and I like to believe that they're doing it to make money off of less intelligent people who just kind of accept what they say as fact. But there are intelligent people who can make those arguments that you can be a Nazi and a proud American citizen, I guess.
Yeah, but they've got to be like joking, right?
What do you mean?
They can't believe that, right? Or I guess, like, is it one of those things where you start off spouting bullshit to make money, and then you make enough money, and you do it all enough that you're just like, yes, this is truth. Maybe.
Do you remember... So the effect you're describing, in high school, we had some people who used to mimic what the quote-unquote cool kids would say. Yeah. And they did it so much that the words just became... Do you remember sick ass sick?
Yeah.
Do you remember when something cool was described as sick ass sick?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember when some people we knew who were mocking that just kind of like became a legit non-ironic part of their vocabulary, like just incorporated it into their lexicon?
Yes.
Yeah. You got to be careful with ideas that you engage with.
That's true.
If you're not careful, you might end up believing some really vile things.
Yeah, if you say it enough, you're bound to start just using it unironically.
Yeah.
That's what happened to all the hipsters. That's why they're lame now.
That by definition that means they're not hipsters anymore, because they're not hip to the new scene. So that's it.
Where'd you put those York Peppermint Patties on our indeterminate scale?
In the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
There's sometimes candy.
Yeah, I'd say like middle top for me.
I put him more firm in the middle. Is that how we're doing it now? There's top,
Yeah.
middle top, low top.
Yeah. Underneath.
Top, middle, low middle. Okay. All right.
You know, I feel it's accurate enough.
It's close enough for me. Yeah, I'd put them in the middle. Like, I can't eat them all the time, and I wouldn't get them all the time, but York Peppermint Patties were pretty good.
Yeah. They're better than, a lot of things. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Score bars, Heath bars, much better than those.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, this has been the Heads Up podcast with Jeff and Sean. Who is Jeff?
I'm Jeff. I didn't know,
That's okay.
We did the intro so fast. I didn't know if you wanted to do the outro just as crazy. But
no, that's okay.
How do they reach us? Do they have any questions about what we said?
That's a good question. There's an email, headsuppod@gmail.com, and we're on Instagram and Twitter as @headsuppod.
Yeah. So if you have anything to say about York Peppermint Patties, Lord of the Rings.
Ugh, don't talk to me about the Battle of Helm's Deep. I don't want to hear it.
I was hoping to get into it, but
it was just a lot of it opened up with a lot of orcs just screaming for like 5 minutes. It was like, look at these orcs in the rain screaming. And she's like, I don't want to. This is boring. Okay, fine. We'll cut to where the real action is. 2 hobbits watching a bunch of trees talk. Come on. It was so bad. Okay. But you can contact us at those contact things that we already listed. Now I'll do This Has Been Heads Up Pod with Jeff and Sean.
Yeah. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Sean. And
all right.
The podcast is done for this episode.
Toodles.
I don't know. Do you have something insightful to say, Jeff, about pasta? Huh?